Okay, so this is the first screen that you may see when you start Android Studio. So if your screen doesn't look exactly like this, don't worry. I apologize. I installed the latest Android Studio version on this machine. This isn't my usual Android development machine, but we will use it for this video. Right, it actually has the best hardware for video recording and video editing. Okay, so first thing we are going to do is create a new project. So all the assets for your app, your code, your resources, everything will be kept within a single project. So your app would be designed within your project. So creating this project would be the first thing that we would do. So it's very simple. We click on new project. And for the current class, we want to start with a basic activity, okay? So we are not looking to do anything pretty fancy. We just want to get a little introduction to Android Studio. So select on basic activity. What we are seeing here are pre-done templates. So these templates would assist a developer in designing rapid prototyping or development of an Android app. Great. So let's give our app a name. Let's call it tutorial 1. So the package name, you don't need to interfere with the package name, right? This can stay as default. Those of us with Java programming experience, you'll understand the package name structure. For now, just leave it as the default. The same for save location. With this class, we don't have many students with programming experience, so we would all have to use a single language. So I will choose Java. So for a class with minimal programming experience, we will just keep it simple with Java for now. So you want to choose on the minimum SDK, the lowest stable one in this list here. We have API 16 4.1 Jelly Bean. We would go with that. The reason being that our apps will run on 99% of devices. So if we select a more advanced SDK, for example, API 29, we can see we only have support on 8.2% of devices. Okay, so let's go back to Jelly Bean 4.1, finish. This is what we are going to see when the project has finished recording, right? So in this screen down here, the build window that I opened is we see tutorial 1 finished. Okay, so we can minimize this and let's go across now to this project window. So the first thing I would do is simply minimize it. So this is what we are going to work with here. App, this app folder. So again, your app is located under this app folder, and I could show you all where exactly on your physical computer, excuse me, that this folder is actually located. So let's browse to that location. Okay, so once we are on our local disk, we'd like to go to the users folder and select your usual user login. and this is the folder that you would be looking for, Android Studio Projects. And under this folder you would have, so look, I have here a few projects, and we see here tutorial 1. So open tutorial 1 and we see a lot of files and folders, and we see one called app. This is the same app folder that the Android Studio IDE is using. So if we go inside, we see some more files and folders. If we go into source, src, and then main, and then we see here res java. So we are going to see these files from inside Android Studio now, but this was just simply a demonstration to show you all that it's easily possible to locate the Android Studio project folder. So if you needed to transfer your Android app code, the project folder would always be found underneath Android Studio Projects, and you could simply copy this and paste it onto a flash drive or zip it and upload it to your favorite cloud hosting provider and share it for whoever needs it. Okay, so that's aside. So let's return back to Android Studio, and I've expanded the app folder, and we have here a manifest folder, a Java folder, and a resources folder. So we are not going to get into manifest folder now. It contains one file, Android manifest.xml. So this is a configuration file that we would not be interfering with right now. Java, this contains the Java code that would actually give the functionality to your app. So remember that code is what gives your app life, that gets your app to do things, and it doesn't matter which approach you use to build mobile apps, whether it's native, cross-platform, hybrid web, or progressive web applications. You are going to need a programming language to get it going. Now, if you don't code in the programming language, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It simply means someone else is going to do it, or it will be automatically generated. So if we look on this window on the right, we actually see some code here. This is automatically generated Java code, right? So again, these two, manifest and Java, we aren't going to be doing any work in them right now. So where we are going to be focused is on this RES, or resources folder. And underneath this folder, there are other subfolders. So our focus would immediately be on this layout folder and this values folder. Why the focus on layout and values? Simply because under layouts, we are going to be using these XML layout files to give our app a visual structure. So this is where this task is done, using XML layout files. And under values, there's a file here called strings.xml that would be used to define data that the app would use. So this concludes this first section. I would hope that any student who has issues browsing, creating a project, and browsing to the project folder would be able to use this tutorial to at least get them started in opening up Android Studio and getting the app that they need. So let me close this project, and I would reopen it so that everyone would be able to see and in the future browse it easily, because we are going to be coding in it for the rest of the course. So when we open Android Studio, there would be a list of projects that you or someone else would have done. So whichever project you want, simply select it and click on it. So I have here tutorial 1. I click on tutorial 1, tutorial 1 opens back. It's that simple. So good luck, and I would be looking forward to you all being ready for our next class.